Alright folks, how's it going? Gavin and Mick here from the String Ninjas podcast. Just before we get into this week's episode, just like to point out that you can support this podcast financially by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/stringninjas, and you'll get a whole heap of benefits from doing that. Over to Mick here, who will tell you what you get.
So you'll get early access to the audio podcast at least 72 hours before everybody else, exclusive access to the video podcast so you can see these sexy mugs in full HD, and exclusive access to all of our recorded music, which isn't on Spotify because, well, they don't pay their artists.
So yeah, if you want to support us and you like what we're doing, please sign up. We'd greatly appreciate it. Hope you all enjoy the episode, and let's get stuck in.
The String Ninjas Podcast.
Come get some. Don't have time to play with myself.
Take it easy. We're the good guys.
Hail to the king, baby.
The String Ninjas Podcast.
You guys.
It is like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Wrong yank.
And then you come.
Quiet on set. Where's the fluffers?
That's a shocking job, that is. Like, how are they the ugly people who can't get booked? So they're like, here, just be
Fluff
there.
people.
But then, I don't know.
Right. Welcome to episode number 26 of the String Ninjas podcast. Hope you are all doing well. My name's Gavin Ferris. Joining me tonight is Mick Conlon. I thought we'd reintroduce yourselves.
Not the boxer.
No.
Not the boxer.
Thought we'd reintroduce yourselves, considering we missed last week and everybody's probably forgetting who the fuck we are.
Please allow me to it's Jay-Z, wasn't it? Please allow me to reintroduce myself.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's Jay-Z.
What did he reintroduce himself as? JX?
No. So,
J-Y.
episode 26, shout out Kyle Corver. Swish.
Oh, Mick knows his hoops.
The hula hoops. Here, I recently discovered hula hoop hofts. They're kind of a less crunchy.
No, do you know what it is? I'm glad you've been the guinea pig for it, because I've been wanting to try them, but I couldn't imagine the disappointment.
They're alright.
I just imagine they're like beef Monster Munch.
Yeah, they're kind of that hybrid of Monster Munch and hula hoop.
I fucking love hula hoops.
If a Monster Munch bucked the hula hoop,
Buck the hoop off you.
I
know. I'm glad you went. I'm glad you brought that up, because it's something
never on
that
offer in Tesco.
I've never ever seen anybody try them. So there you go. So that's good that you've crossed that bridge for me.
Because Gavin's now a vegan.
I'm not fucking vegan.
Well, mate, you haven't shut up about your fucking diet.
It's because I've nothing better to talk about.
Oh, really?
I've nothing better.
I think Fanula would have something to say on the matter.
Oh, the wedding, but I'll talk about it at the time. No, I know, church. Actually, funny, this week I actually ate a bit of meat. I've eaten more meat this week.
Thanks.
So that's before we hit the camera rolling there.
We're talking about
Fluffers, I know, fucking, so went on a diet trying to get into the old wedding suit, making it apparently it's cheaper if you're not as fat to buy a wedding suit, so trying to save money
because Giacomo costs a fortune.
That's it.
Giacomo Bridalwear,
size small to extra large tent.
I know. Can I get that in an extra medium, please?
An extra medium. It's like somebody would order their steak. I have an extra medium.
I remember somebody ordered a steak tartare off me, and I brought it to the table, and he was like, "Hey, man, any chance of cooking this?" And I was like, "No."
He's thinking, "Oh, you're after a burger." All right.
And actually, there was another time someone did ask me for a steak tartare and asked for it to be done well done. It's like, fuck me, man. Right, who let you into the restaurant? Because it wasn't me.
Why is this egg raw?
Hey, why does this fish pie smell so fishy?
I believe you if somebody asked that. Like,
yeah.
Why is this fish pie so fishy?
I know.
It's because your breath's reflecting off it, you dirty bastard.
I know. Here, this pasta's really salty. To which I'd always reply, "I know, mate, because I stood and watched you put a bucket of salt on it before you tasted it. Because we season in the kitchen.
Aye.
Whereas you don't season at home because you're what we call scum."
Wouldn't rinse you off my bath. One of the things, funny we should say that about the seasoning. One of the things I remember reading this years ago, and it was like, I don't know whether it was like, you ever see one of those quotes that's attributed to a story, but no real actual tangible evidence that this story took place, but it sounds feasible enough. So basically, it was like some fucking guy was doing an interview with, like some tech company expert, and the guy was like, "Oh, what do you look for in a candidate?" He says, "What I do is I bring them out to lunch." And if they season the food before they taste it, it means that they've got their own prejudices. Whereas if they taste the food and then season it, I know they're open to fucking, they're
That's
open to things.
Really good way to be. Yeah.
So I was like, but bullshit or not, like it's a good, because I always said the food.
I mean, did it turn out to be Mark Zuckerberg? Because I hate him.
Now you love him for his salt analogies. No, Fedora fucking eats a bucket of salt. Like I've never seen somebody like she put salt on the salt. Do you know what I mean? But saying that, she's been on the diet as well, so she's been knocking the salt on the head. Not as much, but it's sodium. Yeah, low sodium. But low sodium salt. I say, well, why isn't all salt low sodium? Why can't you do that with all salt if it's killing fucking so many people?
It's not killing people. People kill people.
Salt doesn't kill people. Raps do.
What a shite song that was, but it was iconic at the time.
What do you call the uncons?
The were Welsh lads, weren't they? Rabbit people? No.
Rabbit people.
Sorry, I have to look.
Call the police.
It's gonna annoy me. Guns don't.
Should have done our research before.
Goldie looking chain.
Goldie looking chain. Oh, fuck
Jesus
me.
Christ! Like
that's a blast from the past. That one.
It really is. Like they were like ultimate Welsh white
They
trash.
were. They were in. They were out whenever I was in secondary school. That's how long ago that was.
I was at uni.
Do you remember?
I just started uni whenever.
Do you remember Blazing Squad? See you at
Painfully.
the crossroads, and there was like 30 of them in the band.
Yeah.
Imagine dealing out those contracts, right? You all get 1/3% and all the fucking music you make, and that's after we take everything out of it. Like
No.
it was like
So Solid Crew were another one. They were
so
so
solid, 21 seconds. That was actually an alright tune. Like,
It was. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what other fucking shape bands were there?
U2.
You do cunts in the corner. You just shake, get out of here.
No, bands that I don't understand. Like, yeah, U2. No, I'm joking. No, U2 are
I don't
alright.
like U2.
No, U2. No, see,
They're
U2,
very bland.
Right, U2 are grand. This is the problem I have with U2. Is you get charged to go to a concert and Bono doesn't sing. He asks you to do the singing. You sing. Then I hear these stories. I hear U2 like super fans going. So on the Edge's left hand, his pinky is like half a normal size.
Okay.
So U2 fans are convinced that he's the greatest guitarist in the world because of his shortened pinky. He can reach notes that other guitarists can't.
That doesn't make
in fact,
sense.
he can't reach.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense at all. he reaches notes other guitarists don't because they shouldn't.
All I'm saying is their sound tech's very good.
Yeah.
That,
Sure, but you can argue
that delay he uses on Where the Streets Have No Name, mate.
that
Tremendous.
do-do-do-do-do.
Tremendous.
Look,
I was actually playing about with it last night because I was sticking about with the presets on the Helix. I haven't actually done that properly yet, and I was doing like Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. I was like, this is class. I was like, oh, the actual.
Did you stick the guitar into it?
No, the violin. But
Really?
I did everything in the violin, but because when you hit the preset and then it maps
just-
the whole thing out for you, and you're like, so then you're like, oh, actually, I like that tone, so then I can see. The
you can
settings
pull it
and
out and you can-
pull it out, put it into something else.
There you go.
There we are, music. We've talked
Music again. Right now onto the real stuff. Wanking. That's the weirdest wank you've ever had.
With T3 original source.
No, that's like everybody has a story like that. You know, and I want you WD-40 motor oil wank. That's what I want. One with the door handles are stinking. You know. You have to think about it, mate.
If you have to think about it, there's not what we're talking about. No, I'm not that lewd.
No, never stuck it in a wheel of cheese. No. Never closed it in the fridge door. No.
The fridge, but it's too cold at the fridge, so it would retract.
But that's what's nice. You know, that's a freezer. There's a fridge. You can warm up to the fridge. You know, if you have to turn it down onto the lowest setting or the highest setting, whatever way warms it up. But either way, your fridge is defrosting or your freezer's defrosting.
Just don't put it in the ice maker at the front.
That's,
Anyway, so subscribe to us on Patreon. Rate and review. Yeah, I can't do this. We know what we need to do. We need to record a bit where we go, and then play that at the start of every podcast.
Oh well, we wouldn't even need to. The thing is, we wouldn't need to. We would just record it. I would save it, and then I'll just insert it at the start of every podcast,
that's what
so
I
we
mean.
can just talk.
No, that's what I mean. Because no harm to us.
Put on your fucking, what do you call your man off the radio? So his voice doesn't sound real, but that's exactly how he does.
Stephen Nolan.
No, Stephen Nolan.
Oh, not allowed to say his name.
Butter sausages.
I gotta get sacked here.
Yeah.
Can't sack me.
Do you remember
he
he nearly got thin? Do you remember? Stephen Nolan nearly got thin, and then he just.
I thought you said he nearly got Finn. I was like, what was he doing looking outside of school?
gripping kids. Yeah. What's your name, Finn? I'll have you.
No,
You remember he nearly got thin?
No, he did. No, he
lost loads of weight.
He got an Ulster rugby player to beat the hell out of him. And fair play to him. He went and did it. But then just.
I thought Colin Geddes was training him. No, that.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's the
He's
thing.
such a fat bastard.
This was so bad. Like, look at all the weight I lost, and then I ballooned up because I just I can't be arsed anymore. Well, I didn't balloon up. I'm only 2 stone heavier. I've put on 2 stone in the last. Not put on a stone in the last year.
I put on a lot of worry weight. all this gloop at the front, it's all worry weight.
Mine's is hops.
Hops. Funny, if you did more hops, you wouldn't have as much.
No, he's whatever.
But he went full on because no thing is like you've put on weight and I put on weight, but neither of us put on the weight in the face, and I think that's when you've really become a fat bastard.
Yeah.
When your neck and your face really start to go.
No, I agree
For
with
me, it is literally
see here still.
like you're beer and I'm chocolate. Other than that, we haven't really been done too much. Like,
No.
But he like proper fucking like his neck was just filled constantly with battered sausages. I reckon.
I regret because 2 years ago I was 2 stone lighter than what I am now, and then I spent a year getting bulked. And then the Chinese bath fiasco happened, and then I couldn't go to the gym, so then I just got fat again. You know, it's raising.
No, it's I was saying there because the last fucking session I had in the gym was literally I got in, got changed, went to went into the machine, wiped it down because dirty tramps, and went to do a leg press, and I went. Huh! Pushed up, and then the guy came in and was like, right, everybody out, we're closing down because some cunt had fainted in the pool, and they were like, we don't know whether it's COVID or not, so we just can't take the risk or everybody out. And that was the last time I went to the gym. But at that stage I was at a good stage of fitness, do you know what I mean? I wasn't where I wanted to be, but if I had just fucking kept it going for another couple of months in the house, just doing fucking star jumps and going out for a run, I would have been flying. But instead I went, I'm alright the way I am. Chocolate. I just fucking ate. I was
the same. It's because I had no work to go to.
I know.
I was like, I realistically, I know I'm going to
like.
have no work for a year. And at that time, I was like, I can't even get a new job because it was like we were like, you're not allowed to leave the house. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? So I had beer deliveries and wine subscriptions and just drank a lot.
Yeah, I'd say that's the one thing I'm glad I didn't drink at all during this whole lockdown, because I would be like 10 times the size I am. And plus, anyway, I was getting up with the kids at 7 in the morning to fucking get in this. Piss myself a lot more, a lot more than I do. Yeah. Fuck. Here, I was just thinking about pissing yourself. Right, just jogged my memory there. So, see, a couple of years ago, we were living down in our house down the Glen Road there, and there was an fella lived next door to us, lovely guy, but he was on his way out, and he had been for a couple of years. But
the type of person that fart would end him.
He would fucking be like a flaccid balloon flying about the living room, you know? But so one day we were in bed and we heard this next door. So for me I was like, what's that? And I was like, fuck it, it sounds like fucking something just falling down, like a fucking picture falling off of the wall and going down the stairs. And she was like, no, that sounded like a wardrobe or something. It's like, go in and check. So I went, fucking rapped the door, and there was no answer or anything. So I hit the doorbell, and he had one of those fucking, because he's old, he had one of those flashing light doorbells. Yeah. You know that everything goes off. Somebody's at the fucking door. Yeah. So it started flashing, and the minute all I heard was, and I looked through the letterbox, and there he was on the floor. He'd fucking cooped it the whole way down the stairs. Shit. So I had to boot his door in and get the fucking ambulance and all this sort of shit. But one of the things I noticed, God love him, he did not want me to come in. He was fucked. He would have died. You know what I mean? He smacked his head and he was bleeding and stuff and all. But if he had to lay on that floor the whole night, that would have been him doing. So I don't think his fucking family were too happy with that, because they were waiting for him to go, because he owned a business and all. Right. He was at that age where they were expecting it. But the one thing you said about pissing yourself, the one thing I noticed, I was like, I don't want to get old, was he had Manpons hanging over the chairs, he was drying them out.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like for when you get older, all your fucking muscles go like so. You just piss yourself. And so
Where do you put it? I understand how an actual tampon works.
Down front.
but
It's like a nappy without the back bit. So if you're not worried about shitting yourself, but you don't want to wear a,
right, okay.
So basically, it's like a wee carpet for your dick and balls. Do you know what I mean? So you just like a cod piece made out of fucking cotton wool.
Pardon me.
It's, do you have any grey poupon? Well, here in his short hair, I don't know what the fucking is terrible. It's how we had these.
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead now. Like.
Oh.
He's
Died of embarrassment.
I don't think he'll be listening to the podcast. Actually, well, he's up in the big room upstairs, so he is. I'll keep him in the attic.
I can hear him.
So, what's that leaking through the ceiling? Like that episode of Peep Show. Fuck, we're terrible.
Stop it.
So yeah, that's one thing I found. It's like at one of those moments in your life where you're like, fuck, getting old is no crack.
Not at all. I've definitely noticed that recently with all my dad's treatment and the amount of drugs. Like if he jumped in a swimming pool, he'd fucking dissolve. You know what I mean? So
or everybody else in the swimming pool be off their tits.
I know. I dread that. I'm just like, get rid of me. Let me when I've fulfilled my purpose. Send me on the way.
What is your purpose? What that's saying?
What is my purpose?
Just being annoying, and if that's your purpose, then you do that till the day you die. Fucking, I just said,
let me play one more gig at the John Hewitt, then you can take me.
That's it. I can get ready. Just leave all, just record everything first for me, and leave me your loop station.
Let me just do the Hotel California's solo twice. I'll do it twice around.
Earn a tenner from the solo, and then wave it in front of their faces. I got some fucking money, and you're not getting them.
I know. Fucking hell. Universal Music Group, suck the back on.
I watching that. Your man Rick Beato was going off about that again. So he was fucking.
He's very good.
He is. Where it's like fucking videos that I've had up for like 10 years that are all of a sudden getting taken down. They've had millions of views and like they're demonetized anyway. So I don't get any money from it. I'm literally saying, here's a really good song because he does like what makes like a song great.
Yeah.
And he says most of the bands, because he's so well known now, most of the bands reach out to him and they're like, thanks for doing that. Like our fucking Spotify playlist has went up and all this, so you're like actively promoting. But there's just some cunts, and it is again, it's not the musicians, it's the publishing companies and the people that own the rights to the songs.
Not the people who did the work.
No, that's the people who just bought the work afterwards.
It's like the Tories with the NHS, you know. With the vaccine rollout, they're taking credit for that when it was nothing to do with them.
Funny, I was thinking about that. You know, they love a good crisis. They do something like so. They'll piss on you and piss on you and piss on you, but then once you're on fire, then pissing on you is not as bad because it's helping you out a wee bit. But then you go, well, thanks for pissing on me, but you automatically forget all the other. What's it? Just ringing out his Manpon on you. That's the thing now. Fucking imagine you got your Merkin and your Manpon mixed up. Are you looking these up, are you?
Yep.
Well, I want to say like incognito mode that one. You don't want that going into your Google fucking search history.
Sponsored ads.
You'll be getting Facebook fucking ads and everything.
Sure, what happened was, I remember, because I was seeing a few mates there last week and we were talking about getting the jab. And they took
jabs. They all got the
AstraZeneca one, and they floored them all for days.
Remember, I was talking about that last night with them.
They floored them all for days, and they were like, "Well, what one did you get, Mick?" And I went, "I got the Pfizer one." And then any side effects? I went, "Just a hard on." But the problem
burning it with the end of a match.
The problem is after I said, but it was literally hours after we had that conversation. All my sponsored Facebook ads were for Viagra and stuff.
Well, they're not listening that much. If like the hard on was what you had, you want to get rid of it. I wonder if there's like an anti-Viagra. Only for people that.
Yeah, it's
yeah, there is there? You bought it?
No, I was gonna say something like, you know, Gail Platt or something out there.
Arlene.
Here, leave her alone, mate. She's all right now. She's out of that cesspit.
Oh no, she escaped. She escaped the cult.
Yeah. Oh, I also, if anybody wants to listen to me slag off the DUP for an hour, go check out Andy that's in the Bonables podcast. He helped me on the other night, and we went to town.
See.
So it may actually get me shot. Whatever. Been shot before, mate. BCG, right there.
I'll Arlene will be fucking swinging through your window with a fucking sawn off. Yeah, you cunt.
No air, no whatever. Apparently, is it true that she was the only one that voted against the legalization of conversion therapy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Pay
no attention to
There's
that.
a rumour that she actually went, you know what, I think it's about time we moved on.
No, don't cut her slack.
No, yeah, whatever.
You seem to be good. You seem to be going on this here. Actually, Arlene's not too bad. And then next week it'll be like, here, I had a wee wank over Arlene. It was hard, but I got there in the end. That'll be you. 6 weeks later, you've got a wee Arlene shrine in your fucking bedroom. I just see all the pictures in the back of the photographs. You sent me.
No. Anyway,
Come on, Arlene.
I know. I knew that's where it was going. Was that in Family Guy or American Dad? I think it was American Dad, and it was the mum had bucked Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Oh, and Kiss.
Yeah,
Red Kiss.
but her name wasn't Eileen. They called the song "Come On," whatever her name is.
Come on, Lewis.
Lewis, yeah. No, that's on Family Guy. There's something American Dad. What do you
American
call it?
Dad. Oh, who's the man, American Dad? Oh, Francine.
Francine, yeah.
Come on, Francine.
Yeah,
Aye,
I might be making that up.
It's that's hard rumor.
That should have been the hit. Come on, Francine.
Francine's not. Eileen and Francine are both old people names. Like.
By the way, if anybody's tuned in this week for Bollock song lyrics, it's not happening.
No, we literally haven't. I had the painters in, so I haven't been thinking about
That time of the month.
I have a Manpon myth. It's I've been trying. Why do you think I've been mentioning it so much? I'm trying to break you into the announcement that I've tucked it.
Incontinence, mate.
Incontinental buttocks.
Yeah, that's still one of the greatest bits of all time.
Oh, the fucking
Billy
Monty
Connolly
Python.
incontinence stickers.
Oh, Incontinence Snickers. Oh, right. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Monty Python, The Life of Brian. I have a great friend in Rome called Biggest Ticketh.
Right.
There. He has a wife, Her name is Incontinentio. Incontinentio buttocks. It's just it's the fucking Michael Palin's thing. They're like he's trying to trap the soldier. He has a wife,
See that bit when they're all like, what have the Romans ever done for us?
And then the fucking name and everything.
It's just amazing.
The
And then
aqueducts.
eventually at the end, just John Cleese just loses it.
The People's Front of Judea. Now with the Judean People's Front. Splitters.
Anyway, what were we going to talk about now? You're getting married.
I am. That sounds like a fucking threat. You're getting married, mate. What are you looking at that?
Did you want to talk about it?
Nah, I got my ring.
Yeah.
I got my ring sorted.
Oh, you can't play guitar anymore?
No, I can't. I actually went up and had a wee go. It's weird. It's weird. Your hand, I know it's like it's only a ring and all, but my hand actually felt heavier after wearing it. So I went up, I put it on. It's up there.
That's the emotional weight, man.
It's the baggage. It's a big rucksack.
That's
for
when
the
you have to
fucking
buy
emotion.
dinner for 12 people or whoever.
60 people.
60.
The thing is, weddings pay for themselves if you're right about it. If you work on a budget, you go, well, all our mates are like, they'll give us between 50 and 150 quid each, so we'll make a few quid out of this. But I know fucking, oh Jesus, Finuna's mate came down to the house on fucking Sunday. Finuna went to the Debenham sale 4 days in a row. We went we tried to go in on Friday and the queue was just fucking unreal. If anybody was about the city centre, you would have seen it. Unreal. So we were like, fuck that, went and did a few other things, got the rings resized and all that sort of shit. Then we went down to Noblets to see about getting the wallpaper and stuff for the hall and all that bollocks, and then we were like, right, well, we'll walk in the fucking Castle Court, we'll just see what the crack is. This is the Saturday, which we assumed would have been busier, and there's no queue, you're just letting everybody in. So we went in, fucking, I got my suit, the kids got all their stuff and all, cheap as fucking chips, mate. I got this coat, 110 quid down to 30 quid. Now I like 30 quid or 40 or 50 for a decent coat is the max I would pay. And I fucking got this, and I was like, here. It was the first thing I picked up. I was like, large, fits me. Oh, that's green. See you later. So went and got all that done. So then fucking Finuna on the Sunday, our mate came down, and they were like, right, we're way back down to Downers here to raid the makeup counter because they couldn't do it with us and the kids there, Finucan. And then on Sunday or Monday, I or Ma was like, I want to go down to Debenhams buy your dad's suit. So Finuna was in the fucking thing. But anyway, on Sunday, fucking Finuna's mate came down, and we were like, right, we need to sort the dinner, and that's it. So Joe, that's the fucking girl's name, because he was like, so who's sorting this out for you? And what are you doing with this? And all that there, and this here. And we were just looking at each other going, fuck, we haven't done anything for this. So we started up Facebook groups, that's about it. And that's about the head of it. So yeah, we're
The last minute Iceland.
and then your woman Jo goes, here, you're getting married next month. I was like, fuck. You know, like when you goes to say 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 5 weeks, you don't see it, but when they go next month, you're like, fuck. It's the 30th of June, like, so it's technically 2 months away. So, but I fucking breaking it time. I keep telling Fiona I'm gonna make her cry, just because she's marrying me. It'll be like, because she's a sappy cunt, like, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell them all these beautiful stories and all the speech. She doesn't want speeches or anything out there.
No.
So her dad's making a speech.
Of course.
Her dad did make a speech at her son's wedding.
Father of the bride. though.
Father of the bride. I know that's weird. I was like,
different,
I was like, this is your life. He's gonna start bringing out all my fucking skeletons or something out there. And here we have. There's somebody here today, Gavin. Somebody you might have forgotten about. Here's your secret other family. And we wanna.
Just some refugees. There you go.
Just your man I keep in the attic. Fuck, so that's I was like, fuck, I'm honoured that our daddy's making a fucking speech for us, like, considering his eldest got married, like, I don't know, they married about 4 or 5 years now, and he didn't make a speech then. They were like, Cal at the Finuna's bar was like, oh, I hear daddy say a few words, and he was like, thanks everybody for coming, and you know, this is great, and no, just generic sort of stuff, like, so, but I wonder what's going to happen. Like,
That'll be interesting, because Frankie's a quiet man.
he is very quiet, so that's why I'm worried. I'm like, what the fuck's he going to say about me? You know, he goes, now that I've got the whole room and a microphone, fuck you, Gavin, you fucking dick.
You defiled my daughter.
Do you want to tell you a story about the first time I met him?
No.
The fucking first time I met Finuna's dad properly was the day we told him that she was pregnant. Hi, I'm Gavin. I just impregnated your daughter. That was literally the first time. So we went up to fucking Finuna's mum and dad's house, and the daddy was out because he's a driving instructor, so he was out doing a bit. So Finuna was like, told her mummy, and mummy's all delighted and all that there, because their mummy had seen me more than Finuna's daddy, and we were supposed to go down to Goodfellas for pizza for her brother's birthday, and so therefore we stole the thunder, and Finuna was like, where's my daddy? She was like, he's out doing a driving lesson, he'll be back in about 10 minutes. Finuna was like, right, get the fuck out of here. So we walked away, and then so Finuna didn't even tell her dad, her mummy did, that we were having it. So so literally we got the Goodfellas, and her dad's standing there, and you could see the look on his face. He was like, I want to fucking dig you, but he shook my hand anyway, because he knew you can do, like, we're in fucking public, like. But if we had been in that house, he probably would have lost his shit, like. But that was the first time I'd ever met him. It was like, here, just so you know. Just so.
Brilliant.
Aye, so fuck, well, a lot of history there, like. But it's all been good. They like me for some reason, so I'm happy enough. Oh, fuck my back. But you any funny stories?
None. Well, I do.
That's quite a heartwarming funny story, you know, in a weird way.
But funny stories relating to what, though? You said we should have prepared something to talk about here, because we're only 26
minutes in. That's enough for fuck this.
No, not really. No, because you know what? I've been very angry the last week or so.
Life's been very boring at the same time.
I had last Friday. Actually, no, right? I do have some good news.
Okay.
So basically, my mate John Hollywood, cracking chef, like just an incredible pastry
no relation
chef,
to Paul Hollywood.
Michelin star that no one knows way better than him. He's launched his own wee pop up in the Hill Street Hatch called Roller Boy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. Everybody needs those sausage rolls in their life.
They look great.
They are. When you've got like a pastry chef of his ilk making sausage rolls, and then it's jambon. Oh, great!
I love a jambon.
He makes his own brown sauce and stuff. Oh Lord, I can't.
Is it a sweet brown sauce or is it?
Yeah, it's a proper brown sauce.
Like
and he does roly polies, lemon and raspberry. I mean, it's just so good. So anyway, that opened last Friday. So I was like, I'm gonna have a McDay.
McDay.
We call these a McDay.
It sounds like something like McDonald's send their employees on.
A McDay is whenever I
McSpa.
spend the day treating myself, and it usually involves food and or alcohol.
3 times a week now.
So I went down to no, specialised, because anyway. Oh, here, by the way, I always like obviously reference the fact that I'm single and all this. I was listening to Classic FM in the car the other day,
okay,
and there was an advertisement for a dating app, the Classic FM run. So it's for classical music lovers.
Mate, get on that.
I was like,
Get on
I am
that.
getting the fuck. I will get. Who wouldn't want me? Like,
What's the possible names for that? Like, what would you?
I can't remember. They did say the name of it. It'll be on the radio again. I'm trying to remember. But,
In the meantime, try and think of a funny name for it. If anybody has any funny names for that, you would name that app. There'd have to be some sort of pun on.
no, I'm trying to think.
Show us your semi-quiver. Come on, get download the app. Get your whole note.
Sexy breebs.
It sounds like it's a double stopping. What the fuck's that mean?
Eine kleine Bock music.
That's us.
Love handles. Here, mate.
Love handle.
Or on a G-string, mate. It's right there.
That's I wonder what the actual. I bet you the actual name's going to be shade. It's going to be like classical love or some shit like that. There. Yeah.
Anyway,
rosinyourbow.com. Next Dan, fuck me.
Jesus, mother of Christ.
It's been 35 years and we still haven't got a handle on this laughing lark.
Right in your classical music romance puns.
There we go. Think about, we'll come up with a business enterprise every week and we'll be like, right, this is random. What would you call it?
This is why we need Woodsy on. Woodsy would be good for stuff like that. Anyway, so went down to see John, got my sausage rolls, SRB, great. Then I went and get my hair cut, beard trimmed, looking all fine. And then I go to the Sunflower. But I didn't go to the Sunflower. Why? Because they weren't allowed to open. And I've been very angry about that. We're now 5 days and the bar's being reopened and I haven't been for a pint yet. Me, professional hardened drinker, McConnell, has not been to the pub for a pint.
I can't trust myself. I get drunk looking at the wine gums in the shop. Like.
Yeah. No, I can trust myself, but I feel there's a loyalty. All my bars aren't open.
I actually see they're just coming after you.
I do. No, I mean, like, it's a conspiracy against the gays. Is that what it is?
Well, here's not really. I wouldn't really
No,
be.
it would be a socialist bar.
Oh, I know that, like, but I don't think all gays are socialists and all socialists are gay type of thing.
Well, they better be.
What do you think you've been going there for all these years?
I'll be going hetero bashing.
Your safe space.
That's it. No, but it's like, so the cute.
Sorry for anybody just heard that. That was my elbow on the table. I didn't just reap one. I just didn't reap one.
Like, the Hugh at the Sunflower and like Manpons are all closed. The American apparently still open on Monday because they built an outdoor space. They were never going to open until Monday. So I might go down there, but
it's better. The thing is, it's closer to you. I think. No, it's close to you, but it's still out of the way.
The closest to me is Sunflower. John Hewitt's Maxwell, much the same, but it's just get the American bar. The journey to it is rather unsavoury.
Yeah, it's very grey down there, isn't it? It's very grey.
But anyway,
they should definitely start doing some stuff in that church. Since it's open, and that's
so.
What they're trying to do. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't the American, because with that big stage up at the top, you could have a fucking really good, audience sitting there and drinks and all like that. You bring your drinks over from the American or whatever.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to come up with flipping codes here for
the score. You know the score.
God.
Oh, just score here or something.
Beneath the sheet music.
There you go. I said that's for the family version of that app. It's alright. It's just going to be me the rest of the day. You'll be driving down the road and I'll just text you. Speaking of puns, I put up the fourth Be With You one. So Johnny Hero, Loving Us.
Of course he is.
I put one up. I was like, right, because I have to do something. So I had that fucking picture of us, the Princess Leia and the Han Solo thing. So put that up, and then I was like, right, what am I going to fucking write for this? So I just looked up, Star Wars puns, and the very first one that I seen was what do Jedi's open PDFs with Adobe One Kenobi. And I was like, that's actually good. The rest were shit. And then I thought of one myself. I did that why is it hard to eat a Wookiee? Because it's chewy.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good. I came off the top of my head. Somebody else somewhere along the line has probably done that already, but I've never.
Yeah.
I just thought of it in my head. So yeah, fucking Johnny Hero read out one of the puns and name dropped us on the station, and it just turned out to be the one that I thought of. So I was like, "Here, well, chuff with that." Fucking.
Johnny loves a bit of ninja, like.
I heard, but the thing is, there's loads of people because nobody says once the COVID sort of thing settles down, he'll get us on. But there's been loads of people I know have been going into the radio stations and fucking doing bits and bobs and
I
all.
don't
Like.
think he's having any though.
That's weird. I wonder why. But here's the thing: he wouldn't have us in the studio, but he was beside us. Like he was literally standing on my
It
equipment.
must
and
be a U105 thing.
that's right. He's not BBC, so that may be what it is. BBC are probably letting it because everybody that I've seen doing guest slots in the stations has been BBC. Like I think your girl Andrea Begley did one there recently, if I remember correctly. So there you go. Exactly. But here, your story. You only got it through your Mick day, or did you finish that? Was that bad?
Well,
Because you said you had some good news. Was
well,
it
the good news was the sausage roll.
I was going to say. Was it
The bad news was the fact that the bars are shut. And then was there a story? I don't know. There might have been a story. I went to Newcastle.
That's right.
Went to Newcastle.
We drive down the promenade.
We drive down to the promenade.
We top heady nudger for you.
No, I didn't go into them.
Yeah.
But I went
missed
to
a beat
see.
there.
I went to see our mates at the Hatch for a chicken burger, pulled pork, loaded fries, and then the fired ends from free chicken wings. And oh my god,
Look, see the pictures that I seen. I was like, you fucking dick. Don't send me stuff like that.
it was worth a drive to Newcastle. I was racing though because it was monsoon season down there. I had planned another. I was like, all right, I'll have a wee Mick day, a proper one, because Friday never happened. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll go to Railway Street, get a wee bit of coffee and a bit of brunch, and then I'll go get some donuts at Black Fox Donuts, and then I'll go to the Hatch and get my dinner, and then I'll come back to Belfast. But because of the weather, that just didn't happen.
You just went down there and had a burger in the car.
I sat outside the Percy Fresh with the windows steaming up.
people going. Usually when that happens, the car's shaking, but it's just you going. But the burger looked fucking unreal. But the thing is, see the way my appetite is, because I'm eating fucking more vegetables than anything.
You won't be able to eat it.
I wouldn't have been able to eat it. All that, the fucking the chips alone would have done me. Like
the load of fries were class. Really, really good.
Was it
but
bar-
then I was like, I messaged them to say thank you, and I was like, I forgot to order squid.
oh, that's right.
They do really nice
you
squid.
love
as
your
well.
squid.
Oh man, really.
It's funny you say my man. She was saying she hates fish, but she loves calamari.
I think you said that last
That
week.
was like fucking. It's like that's the fishiest thing you go. I know it's not technically a fucking fish, but like it's the fishiest fucking thing you can get. Like
No,
dirty, salty, tentacled bastard.
I know. I don't like meat. You eat chicken. But you know what I mean.
I was thinking about this there. The pescatarians, or what do you call them?
Pescatarians.
Pescatarians. That's it. It's like we don't eat meat, but
And I
fuck
would have
fish.
got away with it if it wasn't for you, pescatarians.
That they.
That made me laugh.
That well, Scooby Doo doo, mate. Scooby Doo didn't. But I know fucking people are like, they're weird. It's like I'm not eating meat, but you know, fuck fish, I'll eat them. But like, at what point are we gonna have to start? No way you get the fucking the fish or any food these days, and so you know the salt content and all that. But I watch these that we put the plastic content on the fish. Because you're gonna have to start doing that.
Do you know? Actually, it was my dad. Actually, asked me if he'd get him some straws because he's struggling to. He swallows like water too quick.
Yeah, I know what you mean,
It's
right?
his throat and stuff. So he's like, he gave me some straws and I could just sip my drinks. I was like, I did on. So I went to Tesco and all I could get was either paper straws or like the £4 metal ones.
What'd you get?
I got neither.
Neither, no.
So I said to him, I was like, I couldn't get you any straws. What do you mean? I says, well, there's only paper ones. And he was like, paper straws? And I went, because turtles keep choking on them. I'm not going to do the Colin Gaddis bit because he's much better.
There's
at it
one
than
with the
me.
fucking. There's
No,
a
he
picture.
does the
There's
but-
one with the fucking. There's the turtle that has a
Yeah.
straw up its nab or something.
I know,
like
and you're
that.
like, how stupid is that turtle? But because like if you've ever been in underwater, things do come at you in slow motion. So I was like, I'll go to a pound shop and get you some.
It's like a fucking that scene in Austin Powers. No, what the fucking the
Yeah.
steamroller's going from. That's like only a turtle with a fucking eye. And like, according to Disney, turtles are cool. They're usually stoned out as well. So
Unless they're nuclear, I'm not interested.
nuclear turtles, Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Nuclear Turtles.
Yeah,
Is that what that was? Nuclear waste, or was it? I thought it was like a new compound that sort of.
that was nuclear waste.
All right.
because in New York, that's what they're
doing.
sure they're full of.
There was a fucking. I was watching a documentary. Yes, about a year or two ago about basically America's nuclear toilet. They've been trying to fucking figure out where they're putting all this nuclear waste for decades now, and they had decided to do it inside some mountain.
Delaware.
Hi.
Delaware.
I mean, Delaware. He.
That's where Biden's from.
Is that where he's from?
Explains a lot, really.
There you go. It sounds like Delaware just sounds boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's always sniffing people's hair.
Because he's just bored. He's probably just sick of the smell of Delaware. Actually, sounds like a really bad men's aftershave. No, Delaware. You can smell like engine oil with Delaware. With essence of cucumber and candy floss, it's Delaware for men. That's my advert voice. That's the voice I'm going to do the voiceover when we're doing when we'll have to do the hi, this is Gav, this is Mick with String Ninjas, like and subscribe, blah blah blah, suck my dick, blah blah blah. What was I talking about there? The nuclear toilet. So I was watching this. So basically, they decided on this place for years, but as always, there's some cunt has fucking said no to it. Like the whole place, like it's all been done, everything's ready to go, but they can't use it because of all this fucking thing. So what they used to do with nuclear waste was they used to fucking coat the barrels in concrete and fuck them into the ocean, just throw them into the ocean. So a couple of decades ago, they started resurfacing around like New York, and like what do you call it, Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And they actually had to get like fighter jets in to strafe the barrels, like to fucking shoot them. So they all went into so they all sank again. But they would shoot them, and then it would leak out. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of pointless. Nice. And then the other idea that they had was blasting it off into space. And the guy was like, do you not see something inherently wrong with that? Yeah. And your mom was like, no, why? What would it be? He's like,
it'll fall back down.
No, not yet. What if the rocket explodes, like many of the rockets have done, and now we've just contaminated, like, fucking, like, 10 times the amount of fucking area that we were going to because we've exploded nuclear waste over cities and shit and all.
Fort Lauderdale turns into Chernobyl.
So I fucking is like crazy. So nuclear toilets. So the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing might actually happen because in Florida they were saying the nuclear waste is so bad. There's glow in the dark alligators and glow in the dark. There was another thing, like these are actual fucking things.
Yeah, that's just a night vision filter you've got in your camera.
When you're out dogging and you catch the reflection of the fucking alligator off your fucking Mrs. Arsh. Fucking here, seen a weird ass story yesterday on Lad Bible, on fucking Twitter. Really weird. So basically, it was some young lad had helped his ma set up an OnlyFans account. Now, I mean, yeah, right, okay. But what the funnier thing is, go and look at the pictures that go along with it. Every picture is super fucking creepy. So he's like proper staring his ma down in these pictures, like, and then there's one where he's like hugging her and he's just looking at her tits. And I was like, it is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. But he did it because he wanted more pocket money and he's like trying to support his ma. So I was like, he's getting Otter's pocket money.
That's shocking. Somebody
it's
we
fucking
know,
strange.
Somebody we know, very attractive young lady who's a model, who had her Instagram duplicated. Okay. Someone still was stealing the pictures from her Instagram posts and her story.
That's quite common.
And created a profile, and then created an OnlyFans account in her name.
Oh right, okay.
But so I seen her post about this, and I was like, that's shocking. Like, that's really bad. But she couldn't get the OnlyFans thing shut down unless she signed up to OnlyFans, because it's the only way you can get in contact with the administrators. Because I was like, I seen it and I was like I've never used OnlyFans. I don't know how it works really. I know it's a paywall kind of thing.
I have an OnlyFans account, but I don't really do anything with it. Like, it was actually, I was thinking about uploading all our stuff onto it just to see what the reach was, and see if we can connect it to Patreon or something.
I've heard, like, I think Gaddis has talked about doing that, just putting stand-up specials on it.
See, I started to set it up. There's literally nothing on my wall.
Because OnlyFans wasn't set up for porn. Originally, it was never a porn thing. It was literally
But they saw the error of their
But then,
ways.
yeah. So no, I think she ended up. They got it shut down, but like, it's the first person that I know that's happened to. I personally know, and I was like, that's quite
The
shite.
But the thing is, like, how many subscribers are you going to get from like signing up your fucking Instagram? No, like stealing somebody's. It's not like they stole explicit pictures of them.
Well,
They
stole.
stole-
She posts on her Instagram because she's a model, like lingerie and things like that. So she'll post stuff on her Instagram account. That, I mean, they're not. I've seen them. They're not fucking slutty. They're really like nice, classy
tasteful.
photos. Really tasteful photos. But there's some people that's what they enjoy anyway. So they use that.
I think most people look better with clothes on. You know, it's like most people look more attractive and masks and bin bags in our cases. You know? But
I think I'm looking great recently, to be honest.
Yeah, you give it. Just giving it a bit of this in the mirror and all. Fucking. Yeah, her.
For the audio listeners, I'm
Stroking his mane.
I'm stroking my gap between my hair and my beard.
Your baldy gap.
That's intentionally baldy.
Le gap.
When I got my haircut last week, I didn't get my normal barber because he was fully booked, and so I got another fella, and he was like, "Fuck, we made your beard's class." I was like, I know, I grew it myself.
I watered it and all. You got the old tomato fucking feed and everything on it.
I remember beardybeardco.com, 20% off with the code Ninja20.
We have to. He's just pointing. You're just pointing.
Pointing
Shit.
him
I
off.
know.
I'm pointing him a coffee cup.
I am literally not going to do anything with that. Because no thing, it's trying to find the point where you've done that in the fucking video, and then being like,
they're dark and stormy Orioles class.
It's nice. Oh, I was fucking raising. They did one. Winter's coming or something like that. There.
I have it.
Yeah, no, they sent us out the things at Christmas to be all nice, and I fucking set them in the drawer.
That's right.
And one of them, it was my fault. They obviously didn't screw the lid on it, but it was the one I really liked. Fucking tipped and went all over the place. But the red one, what's the red one called?
Big cherry.
Big cherry. I didn't like it at the start, but I very much do now. I have to say that the smell's really grown on me, like. But I just give it a bit of this, and because I'm baldy, you put a wee bit in the old noggin as well. Fucking, you know, keep.
Your beard does need some tending to.
It's man, I just can't be annoyed. It's like, see, when I get out of the shower, as what I say, when I get out of the shower, it's usually at night time, and I just dread, and I get into bed, and because I lie face down, you're biting the pillow because that's the way that's the way I'm told to do it. I get up the next morning, my beard's all over the show. Whereas if I were to get like a shower in the morning and then hair dryer my beard and brush it and then fucking put the oil on, it'd be fine. But I'm not doing that every day.
And then the masks don't help either.
No, they're fucking masks.
That's why we should balaclava it like me.
But no, mine's is much longer than yours as well, so it's
but
like it hangs out.
There's my chin. So if I put a mask on, I still end up with that
The wee kink.
the kink, and then also what happens is it comes up because when you talk, it moves up. Like
I tell you learn to talk through your teeth when you get the mask on, so they don't fucking move. Our Finn, when he first got a mask, he was like, "Daddy," just fucking kept pinging off his ears and flinging all. I was like, "Finn, you gotta stop fucking talking again." But so
nothing to do with COVID. Just stop talking.
just stop talking, please stop talking. I'd say to the two of them, is like, because obviously with the being on the spectrum and stuff, no, one of the big things is volume, and it's the irony that I always found with like autistic kids, like throughout the years, they're always very sensory in terms of volume of noises and stuff, no.
Yeah,
but
they're
yet
very loud themselves.
they're loud.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're loud as hell. So I was like, but you have to actually physically demonstrate it for them what they're doing. So I was like, you're talking up here all the time, constantly, and you need to bring it down. Like, and then they actually see it, and they're like, right, okay, bring it, and they bring it down. But like, fucking dinner times are nuts because obviously the four of us we have to. I like to eat as the family rather than fucking, you know, like us on the sofa and all that. So, but the kids just offload their whole day onto us. So I'm just sitting there trying to eat. Like, what can I say? It's like over time, it is like not torture. I don't want to use that, but it's like an auditory. That's the word for auditory bombardment. Do you know what I mean? It's like constantly talking. And it's like I just say to them, it's like, guys, you just have to tone it down. It's getting a bit much. Like,
speaking of dinners, nice steak last night, mate.
You have a nice one, steak and cabbage.
Basically, yeah, but it was damn tasty.
I had fucking proper food yesterday for the first time, and I don't know, fucking 2 weeks. I say because we've been trying to do as much vegetables as possible and just not eat. And I say it was the chicken. See, fucking cutting up chicken when we were getting it a hang, it was turning the life out of me because it was all the quality of the chicken breast and stuff now were getting really bad, and they were all fucking sinewy and bones through it. And all. I was like, I can't be annoyed with this. So that's why I started, like, a big roast, no problem, fucking bucket in the oven, no, you know, it's fine, steaks are all grand. But I was like, fuck, if I'm going to do it, I may as well have a crack. But, like, you don't, like, a lot of rice, a lot of vegetables, peppers, it doesn't fill you up the same way. Do I? Got a couple of nice vegetarian things that I like now, that I'm like, here, I'll fucking eat them in the future.
Tofu and stuff.
Tofu is a weird one, because, like, for example, there's 2 vegetarian kebab meats we got. And one of them was from Iceland, frozen, and the other one was like it's like a brand of, all the vegetarians and vegans know it, but you get it at Sainsbury's, and it was fresh. Do you know, like, it wasn't frozen, and we cooked the fresh one, and it was reasonably nice. Don't get me wrong, it's not fucking kebab meat, it never will be, but it was like, in comparison, I was like, fuck yeah, this is alright, it's edible, it's nice.
Dirty doner that tastes like a plimsoll after a gym session.
No, not that's the dream, mate. I want that stringy brown lettuce that's been sitting on it for 6 years. But I know it was nice. You know, it was edible and it was tasty, but it was tofu. And then we got the frozen one out the other night, and I fried it up with like a honey chili paste, and then peppers and broccoli and stuff, and all, put it on rice. And I was like, the texture of it was fucking horrible. It was horrible. It was like you could when you were eating it, you could feel the sheets of tofu that were sort of pressed together.
Yeah.
Do you know that way? So it was like all mushy. It was like mushy cardboard. And for me, I was like, I'm not fucking eating that there. Like, I ate it with the rice and the fucking thing, so I got through it and all. But stinking. But I didn't realise there's different types of tofu. There's like a soft tofu and a hard tofu. I didn't realise. So,
all I know is with tofu is that when you get it, you press it before you cook it.
Okay. Yeah.
So you literally, what you do is, because it comes in a block, so take the block, put it on like a plate, and then get something not heavy, but like sort of like a heavy plate,
like you would with a burger almost,
and just leave it for like 10-15 minutes, and then it pushes all the water out.
Oh, right, okay.
So then you chop it up. And
we have a box of tofu in there. I'm not opened yet. That's the thing is, it's fucking. It's like, I don't mind cooking. I have no recipes for anything.
With tofu, you need to do stuff like katsu or satay, or you need something like curry based. I find is better with
funny
tofu.
Funny was saying the next time we get a Chinese, because we haven't had 1 or 2 weeks. Like, normally we would have a takeaway like once a week as a treat, maybe twice a week if we're just being fat cunts. But she was like, I'm going to try their salt and chili tofu. Or the Chinese, because the Chinese is fucking great, like, and it's gluten free as well, so you can have it. So he's like, I fuck, get a large one. I'll try it with you, and a wee carton of curry, and fuck it, because they do Thai red curry.
Avigus up on Eglantine or Malone Road with that corner, they do satay tofu, and it's epic. Really nice.
I think fucking satay is such a weird thing. It's like, I never thought I would like it because it's peanuts, but it's fucking great. It's so nice. Like, I never thought a peanut could taste so nice.
Oh, I told you about the ice cream, the Biscoff.
No, tell me more.
Biscoff ice cream lollies from Tesco.
What is the definition of Biscoff? I just think of biscuits.
Biscoff is a
biscuit.
Is a biscuit. Yeah,
but that's so like the coffee biscuits, isn't it? Like those that type of.
But this is Belgian white chocolate.
Okay.
And then when you get through that, you've got the Biscoff layer, and then you've got the ice cream, and oh my sweet Jesus.
Whatever you want, you can't. I
don't need a fluffer for that one.
You need a Manpon after that one. You need to fucking. You need to wrap your end in one there. Fucking soak that up.
That was I made tremendous apps. Like, it's one of the nicest.
You can't beat a Feast or a Mr. Frosty. You cannot beat a Feast or.
I don't mind a Feast, Mr. Frosty. Yeah,
Mr. Frosty's just milk. It's fucking great, sugary milk. I had to say, that's one of the good things actually with trying the vegetarian, the vegan stuff. I've been trying more of the milk alternatives, and see, unsweetened almond milk, it's actually alright. Yeah, like in cereal and shit and all. Like Fanuta's, and that she's like, I can't fucking eat any fat. I can't eat any sugar. I can't fucking no chocolate, no everything nice. She's like, I'm gluten free, so I can't eat fucking bread. So fuck this. I'm having real milk in my tea. You're not stopping me. I was like, fair enough, that's fine. You know, but I've been having. I didn't realise how nice they were. Frosted wheats. Do you know, like fucking shredded wheats? Fuck me. I'm like, they're the best thing.
Here, on the topic of cereal, Sugar Puffs are no longer Sugar Puffs.
They're just puff wheats.
They're Honey Mustard Puffs.
Honey Mustard Puffs,
Well, my dad took a notion for them.
They're nowhere near as sweet.
Well, I don't know about that because I never got to eat them. But because he can't really eat that much, he's like, he just took a notion and I went, right, I'll go get you some. My God, could I find them anywhere?
Loads of them at Sainsbury's. They're not in boxes anymore either. It's a big bag. It's a bag.
No, they are, but eventually got them in a box. I tried 3 Tesco's. I tried 2 Spars. Nothing.
They're a fucking real supermarket. Like
no, like a Tesco, like the monster ones.
No,
eventually I found them.
They're in. I say they're over there.
Found them on Amazon, £6 a box.
Suck a fuck.
Who's buying them?
Get that same one. They're in fucking.
No, I know.
Sainsbury's for nothing, like. But that's fucking.
£2.50 or something out there.
But I remember seeing ages and ages ago there was what are those comedy shows? It was like Dave Gorman. I think it was Dave Gorman, and basically he was taking the piss out of Sugar Puffs and how they've been gaslighting people for years because they're not Sugar Puffs anymore.
Yes.
But he says if you look at the Sugar Puffs when it came out, there was a lot of sugar in them, and there's fuck all sugar in them now. And he basically goes through the chronology of going through the 80s and the 90s now. He obviously ties in events that have nothing to do with it.
Aye.
You know, like, the Cold War started and this had the, and it's quite funny. But in some ways, it's very feasible what he's talking about the decline of the Honey Monster and all.
Yeah.
He's not the Honey Monster at all anymore doing. But did you not hear what they did? Do you remember the real big fall for Sugar Puffs? Happened about 6 or 7 years ago when they copied the Mighty Bush. You ever hear about this? No. So the Mighty Bush. Did you ever watch the Mighty Bush?
Yeah, a wee bit.
It's one of those things people love it or they hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it now because I loved it so much then. Like I watched it and I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
But one of the things they used to do in the show, excuse me, was like crimping, I think they called it, which was those wee stupid like rhymes and wee songs that they did. I'm not talking like about the actual song segments, but to do that, like. Carrot and coriander, chili chowder, crouton, all that sort of bollocks. So, when the third season came out, the third series, Sugar Puffs did an ad where it was doing crimping.
Yeah.
And apparently they sued Sugar Puffs, be like, right, you've used one of our like things, and apparently they lost. So I need to actually check the validity of that, but I'm nearly enough sure that happened. I'd give you a $5 for it.
Because I feel like they disappeared off the radar.
Yeah,
for a long
it
time.
was after that because there used to be ads and all sorts for them, and nothing. You never hear anything now.
There you go. It's interesting.
But here's one thing I noticed because I was trying to be a bit of a fucking alcohol. Cereal is a fucking lie. Cereal in the whole. Like, go down to the cereal aisle and look at the amount of fucking salt and sugar in them. Fucking
people go, I had granola. Like,
granola's really bad.
I know.
It's like fucking. But no, the thing is, people look at the packets and they're like, 15% of my daily sugars. Like, I'm only having one bowl. That's fine. But then they don't realise that's like per 100 grams. So if you're having like 200 grams in a bowl, you're having double that. You know what I mean? Like, I like a big cereal in the morning. So the frosted wheats and then the wheats porridge, even some porridges.
You're better off eating bacon and eggs.
It's natural. It's come across. Like I've thought about. I was just like, fuck it. But I don't have time to cook in the morning because I'm out of here for 8:45 in the morning with getting Darcy up to school. So it's like I have like this window of like 15 minutes where I eat my breakfast.
No, but see, like you can do bacon and eggs and do scrambles. Scrambles take 5 minutes to make.
No, but I don't have the time to do it. It's the prep. I just pour cereal and milk in a bowl and walk away. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking whisk.
Oh no whisk it. No. This is literally whatever you want. Say you want like so you buy cubed bacon.
Yeah.
Buy lardons.
I like lardons.
And then fire them in, let them do their magic and their fats render, and then get a couple of eggs, fuck them in, and then just turn it a couple of times, and then that's it done. No, don't be sitting whisking and all that.
See, as a single man with no kids, I know that's quite feasible for you, but it's not for me because I can't. I'm running about doing stuff. I literally have. Well, there's Fraser just unpaused itself there.
Hi, Fraser.
It's here we may.
Niles.
I may fucking turn that off before the fucking you're using copyrighted material and load this on music. I mean, that happens a lot these days in these podcasts, folks.
I know, mate. That's the robots keep interrupting us.
That's it. That's because you give Alexa all that attention, and all the fucking things are knackered now.
Actually, that might be a good idea to leave because we're nearly at the hour, mate.
They are.
Your computer can't be ours for anything more than 59 minutes and 59 seconds.
It's quite true that.
Yeah.
So we've got confirmed another guest for the new season of podcast. So I think we're going to
Arlene Foster.
We're gonna. She's out of work these days. She fucking. She's up for it. Like
she'll go get her brew and then come round.
Fucking round the Dole Queue right in West there. But I know. So we got Dean Stevens, recording engineer extraordinaire.
And sausage aficionado.
And
actually,
he'll fit right in.
That's not. I was going to say that's not like a gay fucking innuendo. He's just,
he just loves
sausage aficionado.
I don't know. Whenever he said about that the first time, and he was like, "I love sausages," and then you're like, "Okay, right, great." And it said, "I didn't realise how like every other post he puts up is about him eating sausages." It's just like, fuck me.
Sure, he did Facebook lives and stuff where he would sit and cook sausage and like
eat them.
Critique them.
He's a fucking mad bastard for sausages. So we got Dean Stevens. So far we've confirmed Amy Montgomery, Sarah Dillon, We've got Darren Matthews. You said you got Rory Woods. We've got Dean Stevens and Bob from the Sunflower. So a few more people to tickle. Again, we're going to ask John Tracy, but he is fucking off. But I have a little present for John that I'm going to try and do for him. I'll explain now just on the last wee thing. So John's got a job as language translator for the European Commission. So he's moving to Brussels. I invited him to the wedding. Actually, I must show you the fucking knife he bought me. He sent me a knife, mate. You should see it. It's fucking Mike Myers shit. Like, it's it's a chef's knife he sent me. Big fucking huge thing. So so basically, remember a couple of weeks ago, he says to me, he used to do he had to program some sort of fucking translation thing. Remember, it's like this vocal software.
Yes, and he wrote that song.
So he wrote Black Velvet Band, but it was like rambling in the forest, and it was a piss take about fucking finding a parcel of shite and all this here, but it's done in a robot voice. So for him going, I'm going to get a picture of Stephen Hawkins and animate it to be singing the song out in the fields and all. So that's going to be my going away present for him, so I'm going to send that to him now.
My God.
But yeah, so that's a good one. Like, so, but yeah, he's not in. So I've got a few more people. I want to try and get more women on to make us look good.
Yeah,
was thinking about asking a few peeps. I can't give out names because I don't want to be saying, and then the feel
get Disco Beard on.
A Disco Beard would be good, actually. Bring their own mics. Every time we do a shit joke, fucking thing.
Yeah, that would be a laugh, actually.
So yeah, so fucking lol. Look forward to it. So we're going to get up to episode 30, 26 now. So another 4 episodes. Take a break. Fucking, we're going to try and keep stuff up for the patrons and do small podcasts just specifically for them while they're waiting on the big ones coming out. But yeah, end of May, all the video ones should be taking place,
and hopefully our wedding starts soon. I really want to play a wedding. I can't wait to do a loud version of Push the Button by the Sugar Babes.
Oh Jesus, I need to learn it again. You sound like every washing up advert. You know, Lenore extra soft, makes your bedsheets smell like wank and farts. That's what it sounds like. Right? Yeah. I fucking hate. Actually, that's one of the things I hate. I hate whispering in ads.
Yeah,
I fucking hate it because it's that MSR fucking shit or whatever you call it. Yeah. I can't stand that. No, yeah, I'm right in your ear. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I talk very softly like this. I'm right in your ear.
Anyway, good night, folks.
Bye.